whenever you walked into his room, and that was the bottom. Uh, the the bottom of the desk. Uh, we pretty much decided that it was a good thing to do, and just to finish it off, and happily, we didn't have to use all of the primer, so we used quite a bit, and I checked it out. It's like a 32 ounce can, so we probably used, I would probably say maybe a 3/4 of the can for all the priming that we did. The priming of the top part of the desk, and he all the sides of the top part of the desk, and the he also did some priming of that Metallica figure in the back there that you can see now. And he did some, and we did some priming of the lower. He did some priming, quite a bit of priming of the lower part of the desk, or the bottom part of the desk. And whenever he was pulling, he dipped his brush in the primer, and he was pulling it over my head. Then he dipped a little bit on my forehead, but so I thought maybe I said to him, maybe I need to be painted a little bit. But it was all pretty clean, and so we just kind of did somewhat of a general priming coverage of the bottom, just to kind of give it something, just to kind of give the paint something to grab onto. He moved the top part of the desk off of the table, and then what we had left was we had the little panel that goes in the top part of the desk. I think it's some kind of plateau or something like that maybe a TV can sit on, or maybe a computer monitor, or maybe a radio. And then after we did that, after we got that panel out, then we finally started to paint it black, and it's a flat black that he has, so that he likes, and so that's kind of good. It's not too shiny, so it works out. What we did was the panel would pretty much fall over if you were painting it, because of the pressure that you would put on it. And so what we had to do was we had to hold the top of the panel a little bit while we were doing the painting. And there was one area that we figured that we would leave empty and not have any black paint on it on the top of the panel, so that we would be able to paint both sides of the panel without having any without getting black paint all over our fingers. It was getting pretty dark. I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to get pretty dark, and so that's why my wife said it was time to close up shop, because that's whenever then you kind of get sloppy with the paint, and you make a lot of tears or drops, and the drops don't look very good at all.